Okay, so I want to talk about the internet and I want to talk about videos and how people make things up and then they spread those things to other people and those people repeat those things to other people, and before you know it somebody with a large platform repeats that, and it becomes something like a fact because so many people in the culture believe it. And what I've realized is that there's a lot of people who are taking advantage of this phenomenon online, because you can say, I can tell you, that I have an extensive background working with, you know, highly um, corrosive chemicals, and I know all the safety procedures for that. But you wouldn't know if that's true or not. And then I can go on to continue to talk about other things. And what happens is you start to gain the impression that I have more authority than I actually do. And so the idea here is basically that we need to um, restore critical thinking at every opportunity. You have to ask yourself, does this actually make sense? Did this come from a person who is credible and who is typically on point? Or did it come from someone who maybe they got it wrong? Not to be mean, but just to pay attention, because we're in a place where it really matters. You know, it might sound, I don't want to be ever an alarmist because optimism is like my religion. Love is my religion, and I'm all about like being happy and spreading the love, man. But I'll tell you what, there is something incredibly dangerous about losing your collective intelligence as a culture. That is about as bad as I can think of when it comes to having something happen. So I think we all need to be extremely aware that um, thinking critically matters. Talking to each other, whether we agree with each other or disagree with each other, matters. The truth matters, and there is room in this world for people to believe what they believe and for the facts to exist as well. And I will always be a strong believer of that. And I would like to see more people come together from various disciplines and show that we can not only work together and get along together, but we can actually probably create the most progress together because of the diversity of our thinking. So, um, anyway, that was a bit of a tangent, but my main message is one about the internet and social media insanity. Just people making stuff up, repeating it. Someone else listens to that, repeats that. Someone else repeats that, repeats that, repeats that. And the next thing you know, it's like a fact. And it's just spilling all over the internet. Plus, with AI now, there's just an unbelievable amount of this kind of garbage just being thrown everywhere all over the internet. So I am just saying, do your due diligence of critical thinking. Ask yourself, is this worth my time to consume? And follow your passion rather than the direction that an algorithm is pointing you as best you possibly can. I mean, we're all guilty of being directed by the algorithm. But I would say, this is an opportunity to look at how much time you spend looking at people you disagree with and fundamentally don't vibe with, and then how much time do you spend like looking at people you do fundamentally vibe with. So that would be my my piece of like advice, and just obviously get yourself out there, and under the stars is always good for everyone. So all right, yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful couple days until I talk to you again, unless it's later today.